average. Girl, you know I'm a savage. They gon' let me in this club in these dirty vans. Clean money, I count stacks with these dirty hands. Do a show, cop the rack with my new advance. 50 bands, 80 bands, 100 bands. I'm the American dream. We the American dream. No money, no class, look at them.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Detroit Lions and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set for football now on a rainy Sunday afternoon. And we are underway from Cincinnati. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement. Some fancy footwork, but not much room to operate. Just up past the 25 and no further. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Rodriguez to throw on second down. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep two hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, Rodriguez. He sets to fire deep. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
This will be taken at the 10. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15, and the Lions will take over. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Back down in Philly. Here we go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally down at the 41-yard line. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive. Good for 15 and a 1st down. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the 1st.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman, and he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now let's go. Green 39. Green 39. All right, now lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on 3rd down.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Hot, hot.
Now back to throw. He's got a man. It's Corey Coleman. And he's going to have the first down yardage to the 35. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Lucky 56. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Seeing that play and understand just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And put a really nice game right there.
And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. In for the score. And the Lions are going to take a first-quarter lead. And right there, that fade route, that can be tough to stop.
If you've got the proper matchup and you've got a wide receiver who knows how to go up and get the football, the fade is really, really tough to stop, especially if the quarterback puts it in the right area.
Footing always a concern, but the extra point's up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. That's fielded in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Detroit! Detroit!
Now Rodriguez looking to throw on second down. His throw incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Operating from the gun, Rodriguez. He's going to air one out. It's caught inside the 25. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
To throw is Rodriguez. On 1st and 10. Throw right side is going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
Back to throw. Rodriguez. Detroit was up for the challenge through the air. They force a 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the 13-year man puts it through, and they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
So out now come the Lions. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, and that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends are like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold him to no gain.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Over the middle, that's caught by Taylor. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. They give them a gain of 38.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll work his way inside the 30 now to the 28. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
A carry for Foreman. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
And a nice carry there of 15 yards.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield, guy who can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
He'll look to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw here. And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. As his guys are in for 6. And the Lions are able to grow their lead. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals getting set to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Here's Rodriguez. Throwing on first down. Looking deep downfield. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Rodriguez now throwing again. Going right side here, and that's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 32 that time.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or two in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
He's going to look deep down the field. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Christian Kirk, 43 yards. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And if you blinked, you probably missed that touchdown drive. It happened in a hurry.
I was just putting mustard on my hot dog, and all of a sudden he's in the end zone. I've got to do a better job of paying attention with this quick strike offense.
I thought you were going to tell your wife about the hot dogs in the booth thing.
I just did, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. You did. This is fielded a couple yards deep. return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Now, that's the kind of return that warms the heart of a special teams coach. He'll be pushing us next time, Brandon, to make sure his guys are introduced in the starting lineups. These guys have such an influence on every game. The unsung heroes, remember, they have their own meetings, their own practice time, heck, their own spot on the bench in order to be ready to play each and every week.
Barney! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll rifle this one deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Lucky 56. Detroit!
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up a throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That one will go down as 33 yards on the 3rd down conversion. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throwing the out route and complete. It's Coleman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another first down. They'll run with Foreman. And they'll lose yardage here. Knocked back to the 19-yard line. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
Detroit! Gone!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. The Lions on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd down and 12. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down.
One of the things I love about this game is there's a match of wits throughout the game. Who's going to get the advantage? Who's going to catch someone off guard? It's like the offense thought they might catch the defense off balance with that play call, but unfortunately, that didn't work for them.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out now, here come the Bengals. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Rodriguez on first down. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Andre Howe. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point up and good by Catanzaro. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field.
Detroit! Detroit! Gone! 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 Gone!
Now Rodriguez throwing after the interception. He's going to air one out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A big play there on the catch and run. 41 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Detroit! Detroit!
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to turn here, and he's going to go down. Back at about the 37-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things has gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got a man, that's Quinn. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A nice pick up there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for third. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 23. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this third and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Now, Bengals on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12. Looking to throw. Rodriguez. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Bengals bring out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at the 10. That's a 49-yard punt, 8 though on the return. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney!
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And he'll power his way up near the 25. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he elects not to bring this one out as his guys will take over at the 25. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
Gone! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down.
Watch it now, Barney!
He'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage. Back
to throw here. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
They'll run with Clement, and he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
To throw is Rodriguez. To throw on 2nd down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
On first down, Rodriguez. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. A good run of 6 yards there. Gets him closer to the goal line with 2nd down coming up.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw. Rodriguez. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. He's got the lane, and there he goes. The 30. Past the 20. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. This D wanting to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Here we go.
Here's Rodriguez looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to let this one go. And got his man complete. And he is able to take this way down into Detroit territory. A big play there for the Bengals. 66 yards. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on that run, and while this team is down, they're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination. Maybe you just have to think about different style of running in order to get this guy going.
Rodriguez now to throw on second down. And oh, not only did he drop it, he dropped it in the end zone.
When you got your backs in the shadow of your goal line, you've got to be physical in that situation because there's not a whole lot of space, not a lot of wild plays that can be run there.
That's put up or shut up time. Defensively, nice job just to make sure they didn't complete it on that play. Looking to throw. Rodriguez. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Christian Kirk, already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals are able to draw a bit closer. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he's going to wind up bringing this one inside the 45-yard line.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Gun! 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 Hurry up, here we go! 3:19! 3:19!
And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long.
Gun! 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 Gun!
They're going to look to throw. Oh, going deep here for Taylor. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
But you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. Evades the tackler, and now some space. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody has that ability, they want them on their team.
Now Foreman, and he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. A great play there. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the Cincinnati offense ready to see what they can do here. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A run, it's Clement. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Set! Green 39! Green 39! Gun! 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 Detroit! Detroit! Let's go!
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Rodriguez. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he makes it all the way down to the 31. A big play there for Cincinnati. And even 40 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the carry, here's Clement. And he'll fall forward to the 29-yard line. He'll be brought down at the 43. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Back now in Cincinnati. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Rodriguez looking to throw on 2nd down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun! 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 Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Now Rodriguez to throw on 3rd down. Throw left side complete. That's Norris. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that guy can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and they picked up a 1st down for them, too.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And effective running here. He'll take it down inside the 10. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Back to throw. Rodriguez.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. To throw is Rodriguez. From the gun, he'll throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Oh, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. 20, 10, and he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. Catanzaro now for the extra point. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll run again with Clement. And an alley to run. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. It's a Bengal first down, a pickup of 11.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
This is Clement. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
Right here, guys. Mike 51. Mike 51. Gun, gun! Gun, gun! Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Here's Rodriguez on third down. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to fourth down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Detroit! Detroit! Gun, gun! Gun, gun!
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Joey Bosa in there for sack number 127 in his great career. Moving in past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The 15 yards there on the catch and run.
As long as you go through your proper reads and progressions, the drag route can be one of those old reliable plays because usually it's good for a good chunk of yardage as we just saw there.
And those guys like it, right? They can get the ball with a full head of steam.
Especially against man coverage because man coverage, they're typically running away from someone and not worried about traffic coming out on the other end.
They'll drop the throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll be second and about a yard. Here's Foreman. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They give him 2 yards there as they're set up now with a first and goal.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. A pickup of 4 on first down. It'll be second and goal.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
want to.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on third and goal. Well, they've been so good on third down all day long. Can they convert another here on third and goal? They'll go with Foreman, and he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. Looking to throw. And it is incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow, talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear people protest out of them. That's just who they are.
And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Right back to him on first down. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This is 3rd and 10.
Detroit! 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 Detroit!
Looking to throw. Rodriguez. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 45. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
Back 99 Philly, here we go. Here we go now. Blue 90. Blue 90.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charlie, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Quinn. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Gun, gun! Gun, gun! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw now on first down. Throw left side complete. That's Quinn. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. They'll set up to throw. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? Now back to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. He'll look to throw. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues. Point after now from Catanzaro. Extra point good by Catanzaro, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. He spins free. Well, in this one, partner, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Lions, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for Cincinnati, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So that'll do it for my partner, Charles Davis, and the best darn crew in the industry. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long from Cincinnati.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah. Wake up, the cake up, raise up, or make us do something we don't want to. Bite down on you, right now on you. Juke to the left, they dodging it. Can't play the role, you fraudulent. Waiting on the right for the stars in it. 4x4 double parking it. Wanna play like cars in it. Wear the right flag, they forfeiting it. Now I got a ring too gorgeous. Damn, I gotta treat it like forges. It sound like I wanna scratch it. Try to take the ring, I'ma tackle you. I guess I'm a Super Bowl bachelor. Go hard in the gym, no cameras. I think I see blood, no Dracula. I'm an animal, eating up amateurs. Too active, y'all can't handle it. No taxing, we'll dismantle it. Shake up the building and ramble it. Shut up the critics and analysts. Come through dripping, I'ma set it off. Game after game, you can bet it off. Quarterback got range if you block them all. Quarterback did an option and set it off. Duck goose linebacker coming through. Yeah, hit him with the spin of the Jew. Yeah, we gon' blow your block like a new. Yeah, and I spend a dime every two. We gon' lock down on the offense. Bust down the skeleton fossil. I'm not addressing the problem. Julio on the post, you can't stop him. Pick it up, running back, it's no problem. I'm running behind the block, they gon' block him. Quavo Yoda, I'm offset Chewbacca. Watch the blitz on the left, we gon' block him. We some animal, yeah, we some goblin. Man to man, we gon' cover you properly. Man to man, you can't beat me impossibly. Red zone, this my highlight, my property. Do a quarterback, niggas on 4th and 3. Get the ends on the offensive block for me. I step on him down, get off of me. I'm trucking them over, he under me. Want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah.
I just hate the ball and I look for the open man. The zone, I'm trying to get in. Open the playbook, the book of the champion. Get flipped if you trying to get in. I got the front defense, they got the end. Going for long, on 1st and the 10. Gotta go hard, we gotta get all. No loss or excuses, cause we gotta win. They say they sleep, must not be a fan. Get at your mans and mess up your plans. Look at your stands and look at your hands. I do what I want and you do what you can. I do it for fans, you do it for fame. EA Sports, we in the game. I am the coach and the player of the game. They gon' remember the name.
We want back ends, wipe my sins, They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, champion. We want back ends, wipe my sins, wipe it. They can't win, No new friends, Football fans, they sleep again, We wake them up, the champs is in, yeah.
birds come in. Sounds like I see seats in there. I'm on your turf again. This, that, you from the back of the. I got a girl, Brad. She go to battle. LOD logo the tag. I go in back of the. They all from that. My diamonds, they all look at. This, that. I go to bed on bed. I got the beam in the flats. I got it in the back. Haters, they talk the chat. They step on the rock, the man. I'm a cave back. 400K. I found out where you lay at. I got the lurking and they hate cats. Pockets they fat. I got the from the block and they scamming. They know what banks at. I got the work on the avenue. They know what tanks at. I got the live in the mansion. They know what that. I got some that's up in the Jordan. They know what that. I came on top of the building. Yeah, my we had a plan. We came on top of the building. Yeah, my we never ran. Down there, thought that I had a fan. Oh, hey, any 10 o'clock, got a flight out. Yeah, I'm going back out to Japan. I got 2 Billy truck and a bitch door with a land. Bruce Wayne, I'm Batman. Batman, I'm best man. I got my best man. I got my. I go to hotels when I step out. Yeah, your boy got a doorman. I go to nightclubs with a. Yeah, they call me the madman. I ain't no madman. I just go crazy, man. Ball hard, can't face, man. Choppers, rip wasteland. This what happen when you give it a taste life and you give it a wasteland. This what happens when you give it a fake life and then the ape man.